Z to the B to the I to the
Anything you need, I got you since his dance, man. What's up?
I'm beautiful. Look at the skin I'm in, highly melanated, concentrated. Won't take your poison. It doesn't serve me. I'm too worthy. Look at me now. Glory to glory. Lord have mercy. I'm worthy, deserving. I'm worthy.
Beautifully created, God body, yeah, you made it. Young and light, into life, God bless you, show you right. Many questions, few answers. Many precious, few chances. In the mind and the mass. And they still gon' make advances. And I know you can't stand it. But you stand still, and you stand tall, and you stand it all. I stand with you, I stand by you, and lead the cause. Heaven sent, a mother nature is heaven's gift. Universal medicine, no better friend than a woman. Should nurture a nation. Work your baby, still be a lady. Push Mercedes. I grew up in the 90s, so Weezy had baby. Hair with a wavy. Shot it been a natural, baby unnatural. Clean as factual, deserve you a statue. World and everything that is attached. It's Bizz. Know that.
Look at the skin I'm in,
Yeah.
highly melanated, concentrated. Won't take your poison.
Kind.
It doesn't serve me. I'm too worthy. Look at me now. Glory to glory. Lord have mercy. I'm worthy, deserving.
Yeah.
I'm worthy. Yeah.
Okay, we back. Took her to church. We took her to church. Hey, look, sis, I'm gonna let you kind of like run this one, man. This is about the ladies on this one. And
I feel like everyone could benefit from, self-worth and loving thyself. But I will kick it off. But first, let's pay the bills. We have Major on the engineer. What's up, Major?
hey,
And we have
Salmon.
Johnny on the shot.
Johnny on the shot.
We're back, and
Yeah.
this episode, if you didn't know, I'm Lela Bizz, it's J Bizz.
Yeah, that's us. That's us.
This episode is about self-worth. Thy worth is what we wanted to call it.
That worth, self-worth.
Yeah,
worthy,
all the
however.
same thing.
However
And
you want.
basically, I want to kick it off just saying, there's so many ways I could spin this, but, I really want, let me ask you a question. I think this would be great. I feel like everybody has a different sense of color. I know like when I'm with someone who's like close to my complexion, they'll say that you're light skinned, or they might say that you're brown, or Johnny's light skinned, or whatever. It's like everyone's conception or perception of color is different.
Yeah.
And I say that to say because there's a lot of self-sabotage when it comes to that, because people think like color brings status, come back from slavery times. So I just wanted to know, like, what do you consider yourself light-skinned? And are you a light-skinned brother? Were you ever called
It depends
light-skinned?
on. In the winter, I'm lighter than the summer. The summer, I'm a little more red. But yeah, I'll say I'm light skinned, definitely. And I think colorism, definitely.
It's big.
Yeah, it.
And I think that messes with self-worth too.
Yeah, because you think like if you think you're too light, you're not that good because you're not as dark enough or whatever the case.
And
may
then if
be.
you're too dark, you're black and
It's just a
char
whole
and
bunch of
this. And it's
confusion.
like, I love me a dark skin anything. You know, like I love that. Like, I don't know. I feel like where we get our self love from comes from the people around us.
Yeah.
And then it comes from within,
Yeah.
because I don't know, unless you were just born differently. I don't know. It took me a little voyage to kind of figure out, like, you know.
Fact. Hell yeah. You had to do it. I had to do a lot of like just self
Like,
learning.
I am beautiful.
Yeah, nah, you
My
have to.
affirmations.
Affirmations, reading
And a lot
books.
of other people thought that I was more than what I thought I was because my self-esteem wasn't there. I remember just like being in high school and, back then it was like, oh, she thinks she all that. I'm like, I don't even think I'm that.
Fact.
Like at all. That's why a lot of women that you might have seen that probably wasn't like that hot back in high school, they kind of like get into their bag and they become who they are. And they have these cool down to earth personalities. It's because they were an ugly duckling in their mind, I guess. You don't even know who you are. Yeah. So then when they really finally get to talk to you, like, man, you mad cool. It's like, because this little, whatever you think that I am, I had to learn that for myself.
Yeah.
It's
I think
crazy.
my man, when I got in college, that's probably when I kind of really started to come within myself and understand who I was. Outside of that, going through a relationship and going through different shit allows you to see, who you are. Especially when you get broken down to, mentally, you got to build yourself back up. So those different.
When you were younger, did you think that if you were attractive, it was based on how many girls try to talk to you? Because I know, like, I know a few girls that if we were to go out and not one dude holler at them, they ready to go.
Damn.
Oh, this don't whack. And it's like, it's not about that.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, it is.
Yeah.
Have you ever been out with guys and it was like, ain't nothing biting back, like, this shit's whack, I'm ready to go?
Nah, definitely. Yeah. I think that's a self-worth, self-esteem thing. But back to the question you said, do you feel,
About color.
No. How many people like you or something?
Yeah, how many girls try to talk to you or how many girls you can bag.
Well, yeah, I never was, it didn't matter to me like that. Well, I would connect that to that. I think that I never really felt like I was ugly. Back in, I would feel like in elementary school when you're going through the glasses, your teeth falling out, coming back in.
I think it's because that's because middle school you were in Chesterfield County schools. I went to Bouchard Middle School, and they will pull you apart. You are ugly. You ain't never gonna be shit. You're ugly. You're ugly.
There's still bullies there. There's still bullies in Chesterfield, Townsend. I said Townsend.
At the mall.
There too.
I was trying to buy a shirt. You're ugly.
Chesterfield schools. It was still mean people, man. And for real, for your color, like I know a lot of people didn't like me because I was light skinned, man. And I got all the girls.
But you were athlete.
All of the above.
You were all that, and I think that you had it easier. I felt like being a female who's not ugly, that can sing and that is shapely, and the guys are interested in, you're a number one target. Yeah. And you ain't a cheerleader and you don't have a clique either. Man, we about to eat you alive.
Let me tell you how one of my the girls I used to date back in middle school said, man, I'm the reason why the girls didn't like her because we was rocking. I mean, the girls like me and they was mad.
Hated
that
me.
That sounds crazy.
It is. Over little stinky little boys who don't even know wash their balls yet. Like, for real?
She said, yo, my whole middle school experience was messed up because I was dating.
Thanks a lot.
I was like, dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, kids are cruel.
Kids are cruel.
And for real, it starts from the top, Tibbity. They don't get that from the
Major,
parents.
are kids cruel in the YMCA? Are kids cruel at the YMCA? Are they mean? Cruel means, are they mean? There's no mean kids, no bullies. You don't see any bullies. Have you ever seen a bully before be mean to someone? Maybe not at the Y, but somewhere else. Cut this.
I don't know. Me no. Yeah, kids is mean, man. Man, we could go back to TLC, man.
The grown-ups were mean. It threw you outside with a dog.
Yo.
My brother has always had like a little fear about dogs, which I have too, really. I just don't like
started when my dad got
dogs.
beat,
Like the ones that just want to jump on you.
Yeah.
Major also. Okay. Major's like, me too. But we went to this daycare and they had to be like my age. Like now. They was looking at 30s. Yeah. like it was a
Or
dog
early
that
20s.
kept on like coming. They used to leave the front door or the side door
Yeah.
open, and it was a dog that kept kind of like coming in, and all the other
I think
kids.
it was a fence. It definitely was a fence in between us, but I think the dog.
So the
like,
dog, I remember the dog coming in.
For real?
Yeah, the dog, and all the kids were like, ah, you know.
Ah.
And then you got up, you ran, you were in tears, and you was like, ah, and it was like, that dog ain't worried about you. 'Cause they
Yeah.
was like, hood, you know, that dog ain't worried about you. But AJ was like, so, oh my gosh. So then one time the dog came and they pushed him outside and closed the door.
Close the door
I
for like
felt,
15 minutes.
let me tell you how this felt. It wasn't that long.
It felt about 15 minutes.
They
Might have been
ate me
two.
alive.
Might have been 2.
I'm gonna tell you how helpless I felt though in that moment, because I was just like, why y'all doing this to my brother? There's nothing I could do. I'm like a kid too. I don't even think we told our parents. It was just like, well,
That was the day at daycare today. Day in life. Nah, that joint was crazy, man.
yeah. I think that all of that plays a role though.
Yeah. Facts.
I think all that plays a role in your self-love and your self-worth and how people treat you, you know. It was a thing that they used to do. Oh my God, my ass. Because I've always been very talkative, like my whole life. I remember being in the 9th grade and it was like a group of guys at the science in biology class. They was at one table, and me and my homegirls at another table. And I was like, "Oh, let's play a game." I was like, on a scale of 1 through 10, what y'all give her or whatever, and like just giving like a rating scale. And they was like, "She a 6 or whatever," and she really wasn't an attractive female. And I mean, I say that to say, but she was so sweet, you know. But I asked them what they gave me, and they gave me a -1. And I felt so ugly for the rest of the day. And I'm like, why did I even ask this?
Damn.
Why did I ask to be rated? It's kind of like that guy that be on Instagram, that dude, what's his name? And he be like, well, no, you can never get a guy like that.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah, it's like, why am I asking you what my self-worth is?
Yeah.
If these bitches think they're 10, they're 10.
Yeah.
Why am I asking you what am I on a scale through 10? That's all where I started off at.
Yeah.
So now for the rest of the day, I'm like, I'm a -1.
Put in your work. Never put your self-worth in the hands of others. Man. That's numero uno.
Never.
Because it's self-worth, guys.
You know, you have to believe that you're beautiful, even if nobody else does. That's why I don't really be like buying into him. I get what he's doing for like ratings and everything like that, but it's just like, but I also like, I feel like, why are y'all asking this man? Y'all went on here.
But
it's like going to American Idol and the Simon Cowell saying you were terrible. It's like, well, you went up there to hear this
But
man's
this the
opinion.
thing. I didn't watch the full episode outside of watching like the clips. The clips are crazy, but the full episodes, he's basically an image consultant.
And his image is so amazing.
So they go to him. They go to him for that, and then it turns into all these other.
Well, he always asks them though, "What do you think you are on a scale of 1 through 10?" And I remember one girl was like, "Well, I'm not gonna say nothing low," you know. And he was like, "And why wouldn't you?"
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and let's be real. Like you're 30, whatever. You have 2 kids. Like, what do you think? Who's gonna want you? Type of thing. And it's like, man, what the hell? But then again, you're asking this man to validate you.
Yeah.
You're going to him for your image consultant. So now you're praising this man to give you this worth. And it's like, for what, sis?
Yeah.
I was just hoping that if somebody's going to get on that show and tell him all. I remember one time there was a guy who was on there and he was like, you got a little dick, man?
Oh,
you saw that one?
Hell
And he
no.
was like, I mean, I'm well endowed. Or whatever he said.
Oh,
He's
I think
like,
I
no,
did
you're
see- I
fat
think
and
I
you got a little dick. And that's
I
what's
see-
going on. I know if I got a big dick. It's like,
yeah.
Kevin.
It be for
Entertainment.
Yeah, but he be having some gems.
I just felt like he be crushing people's souls.
Some
like,
people, yeah. Some people, yeah.
Oh my God, I would never go on that show.
Yeah. But I think so what do you do? What things do you do for the cultivate your self-worth?
I feel like one thing I feel like is very important. If you look good, you feel good. So I always try to spruce up, put on some nice clothes. I mean, even if I'm not doing a full beat, a little concealer, a little mascara, a little lip gloss, and some nice clothes.
Yeah.
Because if you look good, you feel good.
Yeah.
You do. Like when you're walking around bummy, you feel like that.
Yeah.
Even like another thing too, like if I make up my bed every morning, stuff like that, it's like it really does something. Like when I come in my room and my bed's made, and I'm just like, everything's
Clean
not
space.
hectic. My world's not crazy,
Yeah.
you know. Those little
Need
things.
clean space.
And you got to remind yourself that you that bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we do slip and we do fall. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like, man, I'm that nigga. I forgot for a second. I'm still, what was I doing?
Confident.
So those little daily affirmations.
Yeah. I think for me is same thing, daily affirmations. Showing gratitude helps me. Reading is essential. And doing music. I think
music's a great outlet.
Yeah, cause that's what I really like. I'm like on my shit. Like you know what I mean? Like can't nobody tell me nothing. I feel myself like I go into this mode. But yeah.
And another thing, if we want to talk back into the to colorism, our culture, us as people, everybody wants to steal it. We're so disgusting. We're so this and we're so that to a lot of the different races that want to talk about us, but they want to steal everything that we got and everything that we do. Like using reverse psychology and the whole thing. We're the shit. Yeah, we are, and everything in every facet, in sports and music and
all the above,
fashion and all of these different facets. So it's like we, especially the minorities, we got it going on. And just a constant reminder that we've created so much, A
lot, yeah. So, to wrap it up, we just want to say, man, do what you feel like you need to do to always cultivate your self-motivation and worth. So that connects to worth, but you got to be self-motivated, self-determined, and self-reliant. So that you can, know your worth, and you can stand in different places and no one can tell you anything different. I think that it's power within that, and everybody should find value within themselves, man. So yeah, make sure that you tap into that any way possible. If this podcast episode helps you with that, or the music, or whatever the case may be, tap into it.
Absolutely. And for the light skins, for the brown skins, for Sierra said you're not light skinned. She said you're brown. See what I'm saying? Like, everybody has a different conception of that. I was like, well, sometimes he's lighter. I said, and if he turned his arm over, he's lighter than me. I feel like anybody's lighter than me is I don't know. It's a fine line. But I say that to say, doesn't matter what color you are. Like, you're beautiful. Know what you bring to the table. And for real, if they ain't hating on you, something wrong. People hate on the things that is hot. And it took me a long time to realize that too. Because mom was just like, okay, everybody ain't gonna be your friend. I'm just like, why? I'm so cool. I'm so fun. I'm so cute, cool, and fun. Why would they not want to be my friend? And jealousy and envy is a thing. But where does that come from? You know what I'm saying? Their self, you know what I'm saying, and what they're feeling. So just know that you got this and you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at the skin I'm in, highly melanated.
Don't take it. Hey, look, man, we about to cut to the segment right here. We're glad that you came and kicked it with us in the crib. You're worthy. Let's get it. Woo! My sister and me.
I done built myself up, then it made me an animal. There's rules to the shit, and I wrote me a manual.
No matter who you have to know thyself first and foremost. It's as simple as that. You need to know that you're worthy enough to achieve, to attain, and to get any and everything this world has to offer. And it's as simple as that. Bizz.
I'm beautiful. Look at the skin I'm in, highly melanated, concentrated, won't take your poison. It doesn't serve me, I'm too worthy. Look at me now, glory to glory. Lord,